Hi, I'm Sonia and I help people take their power back. If you are interested in one-on-one coaching with me or want to support my channel, the links will be in the description. And I have decided that instead of doing a webinar on September 30th, I am going to go live on YouTube at 11 o'clock Central Time. So bring your questions and any video ideas that you would think I should make, and we will hang out for a little bit. Today I want to talk about a comment that I got, and yeah, so I'm gonna read it. I think we all have the same story, especially people who found law of attraction first, then struggled with emotions control and negative, positive, etc., then found law of assumption, which is more convenient. Now I'm in the situation of changing my affirmations and trying all techniques every day just because of desperation, but today I will set only 3 affirmations to go with and persist on them. Yeah. Coming from law of attraction into law of assumption is a big shift. It really is. There's so much. I think for me, it was like there's so much that I didn't understand, and like this actually makes sense. But you're also at such a place of like, I need it to work, that it's a lot. The thing that I got from that comment that I was like, okay, having the 3 affirmations is awesome. Like, that's great. But I need you to understand that it is not the having the correct affirmations or saying the affirmations enough or any of that shit that is the most important thing about having affirmations. The affirmations are to help you change your mindset. And this was something that I got caught up with in the beginning, as it was like, okay, so I just have to affirm in order to get things. Because I was still coming from that place of you have to do something to get something. And while sometimes you do, like, so for me with YouTube, I want to be a YouTuber. If I don't post on YouTube, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of have to at least post things. Now I can affirm, but if I'm not doing the thing, then like, but that's different because I'm coming from the mindset of I'm a YouTuber, right? But when you're affirming, like the act of affirming or the act of visualizing is not what manifests. Those are tools to help you change your mindset. I had a friend send me a quote from a book she's reading. I can't remember exactly what it said, and I don't know what the book is or who the author is, but it was like, when you're coming from your ego, which to me is your old programming, your thoughts that you just go to, thinking about things the way you've always thought about them, having the same reactions to things, and like that kind of stuff. So like, let's just take money. Money's hard, I don't have enough money. Or SP, they never talk to me, they don't want me. That's just your coming from your old programming, right? That's your ego. And it's like your ego, coming from your ego, is having a dysfunctional relationship with your present moment. And I really fucking liked that because it's true. In the present moment, you can think whatever you want about anything. This is where people are like, circumstances don't matter, and ignore the 3D. It doesn't mean that you aren't going to do something in the present moment or whatever. It just means that in your head, in your internal world, in your reality, because everything that you are experiencing is coming from inside of you. Your feelings, your thoughts is all inside of you. You can think whatever the fuck you want to. So the reason that you have affirmations, if you are thinking in words, is to catch yourself when you start having that dysfunctional relationship with your present moment. It is the thing that, for me, when I first found, it was limiting beliefs was the thing that I found. It's like, just flip your belief to the opposite. And that's kind of what you have to do. But by having affirmations that are preset, or a visual, if you're more of a thinking visuals, whatever, having something that is set, that is like, okay, this is what's currently true. I don't like it. So when I start to think those thoughts about how that's true and how it's always going to be true and it's always this way, and being in that ego, being in that victim mindset, being in that just the thing you don't want to be true anymore, you have something to shift yourself to. That is what the affirmations are for. The reason for me robotic affirmations helped so much wasn't because it was the act of robotically affirming that like worked, which it kind of is, because it is the repetition that's creating a new neural pathway in your brain. But for me, that is how my brain naturally thinks. I am very obsessive. When my brain goes on a fucking tangent, oh, it's gonna go. And it's gonna go and it's gonna go and it's gonna go. And I'm gonna be fucking going down the rabbit hole, spiraling out of control if I don't shift it. So for me, that's why robotically affirming worked so well, is it was like, this is how my brain naturally works. Now I have some thoughts that I want to be true instead of reacting and thinking what has always been true. And I can, when I catch myself, switch it to what I want to be true instead of what currently is. That is the game. That is what you're doing. That is how you get shit to manifest. It is changing the mindset. It is not allowing yourself to be in the quote unquote state that you don't want to be in. You're constantly thinking from a state. Which state do you want to think from? The state of getting what you don't want, or the state of getting what you do want? That's the game. That's the challenge. That's what you are actually working on doing. That is the whole point of doing this. So yes, I love that you are going to stick with some set affirmations. I love that you are clear on what you want. But remember, it is not keeping just to those 3 affirmations or saying them enough that is ultimately going to get you what you want. It is shifting yourself from the old mindset into the new mindset. And sometimes if it's something that you have more of a past with, it's going to take more repetition. And that is what the affirmations are for. When you start to think about this thing, shifting it back, spending some time reminding yourself, being in that state. This is what is now true. This is what is now true. This is what is now true. Repetition, little bit of being gentle with yourself, being okay with where you are now, and knowing that everything is possible and you can have whatever you want. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Love and light.